Hello, guys. It's your boy Luca Bazooka here to talk to you today about a very interesting topic concerning Real Madrid. And the title of this topic would be Why Madrid Must Always Suffer Before They Win. Now, in case you haven't noticed, probably since maybe Benitez came in or since Zidane, was given the position as head manager of the first team, if you've noticed that majority of Madrid games have ended in either 2-1 or a draw or some sort, as opposed to before that when we used to blow teams like Real Betis away 5-0, 7-0, and those score lines. We used to be able to just pummel these teams down to the ground right from the get-go. Whereas recently, in the last 2 years or so, and now it's kind of different. It's kind of hard, or it's gotten harder. Now, I'd like to digress, but what I'm about to say, it's also going to tie back into the whole point of why Madrid must suffer before they win. Now, concerning La Liga, I'm about to speak concerning La Liga. Since I've been watching La Liga, one thing I've noticed is that La Liga is a league that adapts to you. It's a league that no matter how much you change, it's going to catch up, and it's going to catch up fast. La Liga does not stay behind and get left in the dust. La Liga adapts, and so far La Liga has only been getting stronger and stronger. All the teams have been getting stronger and stronger. I mean, for instance, look at Alaves coming straight from Segunda Division all the way to the Copa del Rey final versus Barca, their first season in La Liga from being promoted. That should raise some eyebrows or something. Let you know that La Liga is always going to adapt to match the teams. The stronger you get, the stronger the other teams are also going to get, because they can't stay down for too long and keep getting pummeled with huge score lines and giving up crazy amount of goals. Which is why I think Ronaldo and Messi have been able to stay ahead of the curve in La Liga and practically the entire football universe, is because they continue to evolve. They never stop growing. They always continue to evolve. They change, they add, they increase, they decrease on certain things, which is why it's still hard for today for even a 5-man backline to stop a 32-year-old Ronaldo from scoring. It's still impossible. Same thing goes for Messi. Even though during these days they've been able to kind of just gang up on him and stop him from going on those crazy dribbling runs. They don't happen as much as they used to, but they still can't stop him in general. Like I say, they continue changing. If you notice, Messi is now a permanent right winger. He still cuts in, interchanging with Neymar and Suarez. But as of now, he's a permanent right winger, completely different from when he used to be a false 9. And then that the 2014 Copa del Rey happened, and that's when he changed. Now, like I was saying, back on La Liga, again, that's what has helped Ronaldo and Messi stay ahead of the curve, is the fact that they continue to adapt. Even though right now I believe La Liga has finally caught up to Madrid, because if you've noticed, it's kind of a struggle to win games these days. Then you can say the individual player errors have also continued to set us back. Concerning the Real Betis match, where Navas gave away an own goal, it looked unintentional. Looked like his left arm was numb when he tried to reach for it. It just knocked the ball in, but even that. But again, this season, majority of the teams in La Liga have been getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Not just when they face us, but when they face other teams, except unless you're Valencia, and they only play good. Valencia and Malaga, who only play good when they play against us, and then they're trash for the rest of the season. I hope Valencia gets relegated. Anyways, now back to topic concerning Real Madrid. So far this season, it's just been a hassle. This is like the second time after we go on a long undefeated streak. It's kind of like the team just calms down and everything is just a struggle, one struggle after the other. Now, speaking of the win streak, if you'd noticed, Ancelotti's win streak was we were averaging like 3+ goals per game. Whereas the same thing with Zidane, even though there's been numerous times this season where we've gone down and we've had to come back and draw the match, and then a few instances where we've come back and won. If you've noticed, the scoreline has been a little different in terms of how much we actually score and how much we concede. As of now, it's been a while since we've kept a clean sheet. It's been a long time. And yeah, I think with Zidane, I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. For whatever reason, it looks like we go into games asleep, which has been, again, a plaguing issue with this team for a very long time. And that causes us to just suffer for an entire first half. And then the second half is an even bigger struggle, because then teams now know that the minute they score or the minute we concede, they just have to, close down shop and force us into making force us into making a ridiculous amount of crosses, which makes our play and everything we do just extremely predictable. They know how to, counter that. And that has been extremely successful against teams like Villarreal and Valencia. If you notice, Valencia stopped attacking us or trying to even push up after they got to 2 goals. There was a few counters here and there, but most of the time they were spent defending. But again, I don't really understand why it's been like this so far. And from the looks of it, I don't know. This is going to continue. Like when Real Madrid play, all logic, tactic, and reasonable explanation just go out the window. And all we're left with is just, magical moments of brilliance here and there. And then the usual Cruz Ramos connection from corners. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, I think if you want to beat Madrid this season, don't give up any corners. Just don't. Because Cruz and Ramos have been extremely prolific connecting on set pieces. I think the numbers, Ramos right now has like 10 goals and he's a defender. That's crazy. That's insane. If he even gets 11, oh man, I don't know. These teams need to stop giving up corners, because Ramos or Ronaldo will make you pay. But as far as why we have to suffer going into matches, back on topic, I think it's needed, because it brings out a certain level of focus, a certain level of performance from our players during a match. Because if you notice, our players work even harder when they are down 1 goal or 2, versus when the match starts off 0-0 and it's like, it's just a constant I don't know what it is, collage of just passing the ball around, trying to maybe cross and then do a few things here and there and blah blah blah, and nothing really results out of it. We do not start matches with the needed intensity to win and just end it and call it a day. I don't think we do. That is something that's lacking. We do not start these games with that hunger and desire to score right off the bat and call it a day. I'm not saying we have to just kill every match in the first half, but we need that hunger necessary, which is why we have to suffer before we can win. Which is why it is needed. That suffering brings out that hunger. It puts that chip on your shoulder. If you don't win this game, no 3 points. If you don't win this game, you're not going to the next round of the Champions League, Copa del Rey, whatsoever. And I believe our players lack that hunger. Ever since the win streak got broken, I think that hunger is gone. So far, it's been coming back, seeing as they have not backed down in certain instances, like the Napoli match, where despite Napoli scoring first, the second half was way better than the first half. I don't know what Zidane told him during the second half. I don't know what it is, but I think he needs to start doing that at the beginning of every match, because the players were more composed, they were more controlled, everything was just better, we were more clinical. And what do you know? We ended up scoring 3-1. I mean, finishing the match 3-1 and going to the next round. But I think we need that hunger, and so far it looks like the only way that hunger can be installed in our players, or the only way our players can exhibit that hunger, is when they are put down. Is when they are down. That is when they have no choice but to rise up. They have no choice but to rise up when you are down. And that's one of the things I love about Madrid. Even though a lot of critics don't like it, they continue to cry about it and so on and so forth. But that's one of the things that I love about Madrid. When they are put down, they always rise up. Or not always, but most times they rise up. Most cases when they don't rise up is when everyone has just given up, which never happens, because there's always that one player on the team that never gives up, regardless of how much goals we concede. Anyways, that's all I have to say for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, share, don't forget to subscribe. I'm out.